walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too...
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Keenan going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, now Keenum. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Vincent Ray. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. All right. Go doctor. 57. Mike, 57.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Willis. In there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. On is the punter King to send it away. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll look to throw to Mixon on the check down. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They run forward with Mixon. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Bam. On 53. Let's go, Roger. 53, hot.
Keenum now on 1st down. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Very left. Let's go, Roger.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43.
We're good. No. No, Roger. Undercut.
They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So second down. Still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
All right. Go doctor. Hey, go Roger.
From the red zone, it's Keenum. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, take 53, 55.
Keenum now on the keeper. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Case Keenum scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Broncos are in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Watch him now, Barney.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Keenum. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bullock good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw is Keenum. Drops it underneath for Booker. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Play action. It's Keenum. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Working from the gun, Keenum. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive starts with a handoff to Brown. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for a loss of a yard. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. They're going to look to throw, and that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Mixon with a 1st down carry, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He juked him. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are in for 6. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. On the return is Henderson. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Just because he had enough confidence.
He's got daylight. 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Yeah, we're good, we're good. Hey, orange.
They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's going to let this one go. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A handoff to Mixon. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Roger.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. Steps away to his left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. First down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake, Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Roger. 22.
Off play action. Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Keenum. This is Booker on the dump off. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are
looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Keenum throwing on second. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Roger.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard there. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And Denver getting set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Down. Check. 3 down. Check. Hey, Mike's right. Check. Grass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They go play action here on first down. Sutton running it in on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's go, Roger. Down.
On play action, it's Keenum rolling to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
22! 22! Larry left!
Now Keenum on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, here's Bernard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mixon. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man there is Malone. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. A good pickup there at 22.
Detroit! Detroit!
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Welcome back now to Denver. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Too bad. And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10.
22.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Keenum, and down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16.
Mary left. Jam, jam. Hey, go, Roger.
They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Keenum got to have this one. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's a give to Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Wolfe in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Todd Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Keenum. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Roger, Roger, Roger. Hey, go, Roger.
Keenum now on 1st down. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Keenum on 1st down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. Thomas, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Here we go.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Desperation time for Keenum on 4. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And able to find Green. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Von Miller coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
rapping that NYC. Victory. Ice on my neck like I'm Little Weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be.
Money over on my head stone. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my head stone. Only take a when I'm gang 3 times on my head stone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already did. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think? Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my head stone. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my head stone. Only take a